Hello and welcome to Frostbytes, a gaming podcast, where we talk about the latest news and lots of other cool things in the gaming universe, specifically Nintendo, for the most part.
Yeah, for today, but I guess you know what, we're a little guilty maybe of being a little Nintendo focused.
A little bit.
You know, for being a general gaming podcast, we may as well be just a Nintendo podcast.
We may as well.
But we allow ourselves the option to talk about Sony and Microsoft and the rest of them whenever we want.
Exactly.
It just so happens.
But if this is your first time,
Nintendo is maybe the thing we talk about the most. Yeah, hi. Hey, welcome to the show.
welcome. If this is your first time listening or watching Frostbytes, my name is Cassie. I go by It's Kiyashi on the internet, and I got my co-host here, Mr. Spencer, aka Caprio.
Hiya. Welcome to the show. We're so glad you could join us. Today we're going to be talking about the latest Nintendo Direct that just took place on September 12th. We're a little less than a week out from that Direct now, and there have been some feelings, I feel.
Lots of feelings, lots of thoughts.
Yeah, a lot of really cool games, but then a lot of like stipulations and asterisks regarding those games. So we're gonna get into it. But Cass, what you been doing lately? What you been playing lately?
Oh, lately, what have I been doing? I've been playing through Pokemon Fire Red
Nice.
on the good old GBA.
Love that game.
I am on Victory Road right now. I think last time we talked, which was it was while we were in London. We previously were in London, England together for some shows.
Hey, we traded on the plane.
We traded on the plane.
Brought our Game Boys and link cables.
Yeah. And at that point, I think I had just done the 7th gym.
Nice.
And now, since then, I've got all the legendary birds. Did the 8th gym badge.
Nice.
Did a lot of leveling up and extra battles. I learned how to use the Versus Seeker.
Oh, great.
So that I got the amulet coin so that I could rebattle people and make some money.
Nice.
I was so poor. I did not have enough Ultra Balls to catch these guys.
Yeah.
So I
You
figured it out.
You got all 3 birds before you went and did Victory Road.
I did.
Okay. Yeah. Are you using any legendaries on your team?
No.
No. Okay.
Not.
Can you rattle off your team?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Okay, give me a rating on my team rating.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we've got Anakin, the Charizard.
Awesome. Great start.
Yep. We've got Panko, the Raichu.
Awesome.
Was Pikachu, but then got that Thunderstone. Evolved it. What else? We got Navi, the Lapras.
Nice.
Which you named.
Oh, yeah.
You named that. And we've got Henry, the Gengar.
Nice.
We have...
Why Henry?
I think when I caught it, it was a Haunter, and it was the first thing I thought of.
It alliterates?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was just like, cool, great.
Okay, there's 4.
We've got Freddy, the Marowak.
Nice.
That came from, I was just like, Freddie Mercury? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It literally just, I was just like, usually I get my Twitch chat to name my guys. So I panicked. Anyways, Freddie, it's still cute. And then the last one on my team is new. I wasn't initially going to do this guy, but I have Joey, the Poliwrath.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was not expecting a Poliwrath. Wow.
It was a Poliwhirl.
Yeah, of course.
And then I was just like, nah, I want this guy to be beefier.
Yeah.
Big muscly dude.
You know what? You asked me the other day actually what you think my most, or what I think the most underrated Kanto Pokemon is. I said Dodrio, but I think if I could change my answer, I might say Poliwrath.
Nice.
I think Poliwrath is like wicked overshadowed by Politoed. And Poliwrath, unfortunately, I think in the games is like not very good, either as a water type or a fighting type.
Right.
But it's sick. It's a sick design.
It's a sick design.
I love Poliwhirl.
I love Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl is a middle evolution, might be one of like their greatest.
Absolutely.
Wow, great team.
Thank you.
I give it like an A plus or like an S tier
Sick.
or like a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Mhm.
It was going to be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to have Jolteon instead of Raichu.
Right.
But then I got the Eevee from whatever that building,
Yeah.
which I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
Got the Eevee and then accidentally forgot that I was going to use Jolteon, and I evolved it into a Vaporeon. So then I was like, well. And I wanted to use Lapras, so I was like, okay. But then I think, who did I replace? Oh, I had Snorlax.
Oh.
And then I just wasn't really using him that much.
Right.
So then I was like, I want to use Poliwhirl.
Nice.
And evolved him. And then so can I tell you some of the moves?
Please.
Is this going to be too in depth?
No, go for it. This is our podcast.
This is our podcast. You're right. So Poliwrath Joey, as we call him.
Mm-hmm.
Little Joey, he is kind of like he's doing some good stuff. He's got Rain Dance, he's got Hypnosis,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's got Bubble and Water something. My brain is blanking as of right now.
Okay.
Water Jet, is that a move?
Water gun?
Water Gun.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
probably it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's nothing too crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but the hypnosis is the
Hypnosis
big
is
thing.
Great. Yep. Cool.
And that with the Marowak is great because Marowak has Pulse Swipe.
Yeah, for catching guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've
nice.
been kind of switching between the two of them, and then Marowak's also kind of my HM slave.
Okay.
He's got
Strength,
Strength,
Smash.
Rock Smash.
Yeah.
I gave Charizard Cut.
Yeah. It can learn. It's one of a few Pokemon that can learn that early game. So I don't blame you. Do you know where the move deleter is in that game if you wanted to get rid of the HMs? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I found him. So that's all good.
Sweet.
My Lapras I've got Rain Dance on Lapras as well.
Nice.
And then I have Mist, which has been really helpful, and then Surf, of course.
What does Mist do?
Mist, it protects you from any stat changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So I boost the water types with Rain Dance,
Yep.
and then use Mist. Can't have anything changed.
Yeah.
Or anything dropped or whatever.
Right.
And then I just fucking go at him with Surf. And then I also have Ice Beam.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think I have ever used Mist.
Yeah.
That to me has always been a move that I felt like, why would I use that?
Yeah.
I think there's still a part of me that's playing Pokemon the same way I did when I was a kid, where just I want the move that does a lot of damage and has the big number.
Well, that's usually what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But then now that I'm older and playing it again,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess I never really finished it when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I'm playing it all the way through, I'm just trying different strategies.
Nice.
And trying different stuff. And initially that would be a move that I would immediately get rid of. But then I was using it and finding it really useful. And especially where it doesn't just do it for Lapras, it does it for your whole team.
The whole squad,
So if you switch someone out,
Right.
then it still applies. And it lasts 5 turns, I think.
Nice.
So it's not that bad. Yellow, can you we got dogs on the pod, and they like to be a part of it.
Yeah,
but
I just like to hang out.
yeah.
Yellow's the real video game expert.
He really
among
is.
The three of us.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've been enjoying Fire Red. It's
Sweet.
been a lot of fun. And then besides that, haven't really been doing much else besides Charmander resets in Pokemon X.
How many resets are you up to now?
14.
Okay. Nice.
14 is my favorite number, so that's where we landed yesterday.
You're approaching the halfway point.
I'm approaching the halfway point.
Nice.
I'm getting... So, in my stream yesterday, I realized that my text speed was just on normal.
Oh. Okay.
So I probably have saved myself an extra 10 to 20 seconds at least, I would say, per reset now that it's on fast. And it's so funny. I was like, oh my God, how did I... for over 1,000 resets, I was doing it So doing it with it on normal. So now, initially I was getting like 50 resets an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And now I probably have it at like 60 resets an hour.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
1 a minute,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is like not that bad.
That really adds up over
It does. Exactly.
over a long
Yeah.
period of time.
So, but I have this thing in my stream where people can guess what number they think it's going to shine at,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever gets closest will win a little bit of a prize, a participation prize. And so far, no one has guessed in the like 1,000 to 2,000 range.
Mm-hmm.
It's all 2,000 plus.
I said 4,095, right?
Yeah, you did.
One shy of odds.
Yeah, and I said 5,096.
Oh, okay.
Which is 1,000
more?
over. Yeah.
Do you feel like this hunt will go over because you got Froakie so fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like because, Froakie shined after 67 resets,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm bound to be well over odds.
Right. Like karma's going to take effect or something.
But we'll see. I'm hopeful. I also have this new thing in my stream called a foop. I was trying to find a word for this. It's a word that I made up that it's a bit of an inside joke with my family. It's how my niece used to say soup when she was little. But now foop now means when I accidentally reset before checking the stats.
Yeah.
So there's been a couple of foops
Yep.
where I will reset before checking if it's shiny.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah. So that happens. So maybe it already shined and we missed it.
But you're blissfully ignorant.
But yeah. So,
yeah. All of those Froakie were, or not Froakie, Charmanders were just regular.
Yeah, they're just
regular Charmanders.
Just regular
anyway.
Charmanders.
Of course.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time with it.
Sweet.
Yeah. What are you playing?
I'm playing Pokemon Emerald. I started my final playthrough of Emerald on stream that I'm calling Emerald Victory Lap, and had a couple of streams with that, and I'm going to continue it actually after we're done the podcast here today. So anyone here live, I guess, if you want to hang out with me on twitch.tv/_Caprio, doing
Caprio _.
Sorry, what did I say? Underscore Caprio. Thank you so much.
Yep. Got you.
Sometimes I forget
it's
my
okay.
own username. Anyway, but yeah, Emerald Victory Lap is underway, and I'm just kind of tackling a handful of other odds and ends in Gen 3 to finish up Gen 3. And I think I've explained my thought process or my schedule, but the long and the short of it is I think I'll probably start Gen 4 like February, March next year.
Nice.
Which I'm very excited about because as much as I love Gen 3, I've also been doing Gen 3 for a long time. And so I am really looking forward to moving on and playing Diamond Pearl Platinum, Heart Gold Soul Silver, handful of other Gen 4 games. Lemon's excited about Gen 4 too.
Yep.
But yeah, otherwise, fucking Hollow Knight Silk Song came out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unreal to say out loud.
So crazy. It's like actually
it's real
in existence. People are playing it.
People are playing it, and people have a lot of thoughts and feelings about it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm having a ball with it. I'm still this is different from the first game, Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm.
This game is split up into acts.
Okay.
So as when you load up the game, after the initial cutscene for the game, it says Act 1. I'm still in Act 1 for anyone else playing the game, just to give you a sense for where I'm at. I think I'm approaching the end of Act 1, and I'm at a boss that is giving me some trouble, but
and how many hours would you say that has been?
I'm at, I think, 18 hours right now.
Okay. And are you playing it on Steam or on Switch?
I'm playing it on Switch too.
Nice.
And because I played Hollow Knight on Switch,
yeah.
And I've been able to take my Switch to work when I have some time in between students.
Sweet.
And play it in handheld. And I was surprised actually because I figured ordinarily when I've been playing Silksong, I've been using my 8BitDo Pro 2 controller because that's my favorite controller.
Yeah.
That's my controller of choice. So I was a little skeptical when I was about to play Silksong in handheld mode for the first time that like the Joy-Cons wouldn't feel as good or whatever. They feel perfectly fine. I don't know. Awesome. I think I just like had it in my head that they were like less less, I don't know, less comfortable or less precise or something, they're perfectly fine. So
Yeah.
I actually playing it in handheld has been great.
Do you find that you need like or that you would want like a grip or anything for the Switch 2 at any point, or
Not yet.
not yet?
I don't
Cool.
think I've been playing it for like super long periods of time.
Hmm.
But yeah, maybe. I never really had one for my Switch 1.
Right. You said you
Um,
had
I had the Hori split
Hori
pad,
split pad, yeah.
and that also kind of functions as a grip.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, a full proper like a Satisfy or something.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any of those. I don't play in handheld too often as it is anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that to say, I don't want to talk about it too much. Just I
We can talk about Silk Song.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to like get into spoilers or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. The biggest thing I think about Silksong that I've been seeing from people online is just kind of complaints about the difficulty.
I've
And
heard it's really hard.
yeah, it's a hard game, and I don't know that. I think it's mostly an expectations setting thing, where maybe people either didn't play the first game and then they just jumped into Silksong expecting it to be like pretty much any other game where they could play through it with little to no resistance. Looks like a hard fucking game. And the thing about the first game, Hollow Knight, it was also a hard fucking game.
Yeah.
It came out in 2017.
Right.
It's been a while since that game came out, and
Yeah,
a lot
totally.
of people have put a lot of time into like figuring out that game. And so if you do get stuck in Hollow Knight 1,
Easier to just kind of look it up and
yeah,
figure it out.
there's a lot of people have come up with a lot of like guides and strategies and things for dealing with bosses or whatever that just doesn't exist for Silksong yet, but that's fine because there's also no rush. I feel like with a new game, there is FOMO in missing out on playing the game to begin with.
Totally.
And then when you're playing the game, there's FOMO in not doing it quick enough to catch up with the other people that you see online. Like, I think everyone just needs to relax.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's not going away.
Yeah, exactly. There's no like expiry date or like whatever on the game. Just play it at your own pace. Yes, it is a hard game.
Yeah.
100% it's a hard game.
I have heard that it's hard. I've heard that apparently there was an update that kind of nerfed some stuff to make it a bit easier.
Yeah, they did put out a patch for it that adjusted, I don't know specifics, but I think it adjusted how much money you make in the game because some people felt that it was a little stingy.
Mm.
And also I think some difficulty for some bosses, whether how much damage they do, how much health they have, etc.
Right.
So they did. Team Cherry has since made Silksong a little bit easier, but there are mods on Steam that completely revamp like damage numbers or the amount of money that you get or whatever.
Oh, mods already.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
and these are all accessibility mods, and so it's also sparked a little bit of a conversation of like, should there have been an easy mode in this game to begin with? I think Team Cherry kind of just lets modders handle that for them.
That was kind of going to be my next question, was if there was an easy mode, because I like to play on easy modes.
Totally. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with an accessibility option, but I
No.
also don't think a developer necessarily needs to include it, especially if the intention for their game is for it to be challenging.
Yeah, of course.
But at least if you play on Steam, those mods are available. Those mods then aren't available on the Switch.
Yeah.
Anyone who has it on Switch,
That's fair.
who maybe would want an easier experience, is locked out of that.
But also, like, I feel like when I first started playing, like, Hades,
Mhm.
I maybe felt similarly, where I was like, oh my god, this game is kind of hard.
Yep.
But that's part of the game,
Mhm.
is to be like, okay, that was difficult. I couldn't get through it. What do I do differently next time?
Totally. Yeah, I think
And that's like the skill
Yeah, yeah.
level, That's like what you're doing. That's part of the whole thing.
I feel like there's like a lower tolerance from some people who kind of just want to play through a thing
Mhm.
to get through it,
Yeah.
and not necessarily improve and feel as little resistance as possible.
Yeah.
Just
Fair.
just to get through it and roll credits and say that they played it and then move on.
Mhm. Which, like, I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, there's a lot of games to play,
Mm-hmm.
and when
Yeah,
you
that's a
know
good point. Is like
you don't want to be
some
stuck
people
on
have
something for a
argued that
long
Silksong
time.
doesn't like respect the player's time, which I don't agree with. But you're right. Like,
But
a
also,
lot
I
of things to
guess
do.
on that point, if you're struggling with the fact that Silksong is taking you a long time and
Mm.
that you're having trouble getting into it, it's okay if Silksong isn't the game for you.
Yeah,
You know, like, not every game is made for every person.
yeah,
So that's a thing.
yeah,
But I'm excited to try it at some point. I
mm-hmm.
still have to play Hollow Knight. I want to play Hollow Knight first.
Yeah,
Then I'll play Silksong. I'd love to play it on Switch.
yeah.
So
I think if anyone else listening is in a similar boat to you, and you haven't played haven't played Hollow Knight yet, but maybe you're like eager to get to Silksong because it is the new thing. I don't know that you necessarily have to roll credits on Hollow Knight, but there is a point because you know that the main character in Silksong also shows up in Hollow Knight, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I would say it is, I think, worth mentioning that you could play Hollow Knight up to the point where you encounter the character Hornet,
Mhm.
and then maybe you could play Silksong from there.
Right.
Totally up to you, obviously. Like if you want to roll credits on Hollow Knight fully and then move on to Silksong, by all means. But if you just wanted, like, I don't know, you could almost treat Hollow Knight as like a little bit of a prologue up until you meet
Yeah.
Hornet, and then you could get into Silksong again. Just if you wanted to be included in the game because it is new. But also, again, there's no expiration dates, there's no
Yeah,
time
exactly.
limits or whatever.
There's no
Play games
rush.
at your own pace.
I've, because I haven't played it, I have kind of like watched a couple of streams of
Mm.
people playing it and like watched some videos just to be like, I don't really know a whole lot about this, but this is kind of like what's
Yeah, to get a sense.
huge right now. Like let's just take a look and kind of see. A couple of things like, yeah, like, besides its difficulty, it seems like it's like a very good sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to Hollow Knight. So like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, I feel like for me personally, I would want to play through Hollow Knight first.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I actually learned, I didn't realize that Team Cherry was only 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no wonder the game took 7 years to make,
Mm-hmm.
but like that's incredible.
Yeah.
3 people made that the biggest game to like, well, biggest indie game in a long time.
Yep.
Like didn't it on release day, didn't it crash every single eShop, like
Yeah.
Microsoft, Steam, Nintendo eShop?
All
like,
of those storefronts crashed
Yeah.
when Silksong came out. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, it is pretty remarkable that such a small team was able to make this game and even the game before it. But another thing that came out, I guess, is like people were maybe worried that there was something like wrong with the development of Silksong, and that's why
Right.
it took as long as it did. They were just playing it and having a blast,
That's awesome.
right? And they just kept working on it because they were having fun working on it.
That's incredible.
And because of that, Silksong is a large game also.
Yeah.
It is, I think, twice the size of Hollow Knight.
Wow.
But yeah, they were just having a blast. And then I think they finally got to a point where they were like, we could probably release it now.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like it's worth the wait.
Mhm.
And it's nice to see a game like that being released right now for the price that it is,
Mhm.
and the amount of content that it's giving,
Mhm.
and seeing the amount of sales that it's having.
Mhm.
So shout out to Team Cherry.
Shout out Team Cherry. Silksong's a phenomenal game. Highly recommend it. I'm not done yet, but so far I love it. I think I might even like it more than Hollow Knight, and I'm excited to keep playing it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, should we get into this past week's Nintendo Direct?
Totally. Yeah, I think
'Cause
Nintendo might have
there's
even
a lot of games. A lot of stuff.
I think Nintendo might have even had some amount of correspondence with Team Cherry at least, because Silksong fits into Nintendo's release calendar.
It does.
In a gap where Nintendo didn't really have a ton.
Mhm.
Like the week before Silksong came out, they put out the DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and then a couple weeks before that, they put out Dragon Drive. But nothing really major before or around Silksong. So truly, I think Nintendo knew when this release date was because they realized that it was going to be a huge release that could possibly interfere with maybe some of their releases. And so I think they made a window for Silksong. So now
they did release Silksong worldwide release, and then Nintendo did this hour-long direct.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff,
which was kind of like 2 mini directs in one.
Yeah,
the first half was all about Mario.
Yeah,
for the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, this year Mario's 40 years old, which is kind of hard to believe, but yeah, 1985 was 40 years ago.
Crazy.
Crazy to think about. But so yeah, they had a whole bunch of announcements for Super Mario, and they opened with the next Mario movie, which is Super Mario Galaxy, the movie.
Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty sick title.
Totally.
And sick concept because Mario Galaxy is known to be one of the best 3D Mario games ever. I honestly, personally haven't played it, but it's been on my list for a very long time.
Yeah, Galaxy's awesome, and I think it's a great... I don't know really what I was expecting. I feel like we sort of knew that a second Mario movie was coming.
It was confirmed a while ago.
Yeah, okay, cool. And there is an end credit scene. I won't say what it is in case you still haven't seen it, but there's an end credit scene that I think hints at a sequel at least. And so yeah, but I don't think I was expecting Galaxy at least, but I was pleasantly surprised to see Galaxy. And so a bunch of the original cast is reprising their roles, of course. They didn't mention Seth Rogen in the cast.
They did not.
So maybe Donkey Kong isn't going to be in this one, but otherwise, like, yeah, I don't know. I liked the first Mario movie. It was fine. I'm sure this one's going to be also fine.
It was fun. It felt like a fun blockbuster-y kind of thing, you know? But with Mario Galaxy movie, they're releasing a double pack of Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2
for Switch.
Switch 1.
Yeah, Switch and Switch 2. Yeah. So this is interesting because Galaxy was included in Mario 3D All-Stars, which came out a few years ago, and that included Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy.
Yep.
Or for us in Canada, an $80 price tag for those 3 games.
And it was a limited release.
It was a limited release, which sparked a lot of
I have it back here.
Controversy. Yeah, it is a great release to have nowadays on Switch. I think those are 3 games that are valuable to have on Switch. The thing about it now, I guess with Galaxy 1, is they had announced that Galaxy 1 is going to get new pages for the storybook in the game.
Oh.
And so that isn't going to be included in the 3D All-Stars game. So now the 3D All-Stars version of Galaxy is going to be incomplete. But that is like just for this one aspect of it. I think by and large, 3D All-Stars Galaxy is going to have like all of the same levels and stuff. So to me, like you have 3D All-Stars Galaxy. So to me, I wouldn't bother getting Galaxy 1. And you said that they're coming out in a double pack, but they're also
doing them separately.
Individually.
Yes.
Digitally.
Oh.
So I know your whole thing is physical releases for Switch games, but so you haven't played Galaxy or Galaxy 2, and that's the other thing. Galaxy 2 is coming to the Switch for the first time, which is exciting because when 3D All-Stars came out, it felt like Galaxy 2 was missing. But anyway, it is finally coming to Switch. Cassie, as your friend,
I know.
I think you should just get Galaxy 2 if you want it digitally.
Well, here's the thing. I'll look at the prices, and if it's like, when it comes time, to me being able to get that, if it's worth, getting the double pack for like the value,
right,
then I might consider it, but maybe I'll do it digitally.
But I think the double pack is gonna have a little bit of a discount. I think each of the games Canadian are gonna be $50, and
that's kind of what I thought.
And then I think the double pack might be either $80 or $90.
$80 or $90, yeah. So like, in that case, honestly, like, I probably will just get the double pack.
Okay.
I know I have the 3D All-Stars.
Yeah. Version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Um,
I'm a collector.
Totally. I get it. So then a thing that I have seen people upset about online is that Nintendo released both of these games as Nintendo Selects back in the day.
Mhm.
You remember Nintendo Selects?
Yes, I do.
These were price reduced versions of these games. They're basically like bestsellers. And so Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 back in the day were released as Nintendo Selects for $20. And even on 3D All Stars, I guess, if you take that $80 price tag for us and you divide that into three, that's like, I don't know, 26, 20, 27 something even. So that's even like not that bad for like if you think about the price of like just Galaxy in that context.
Yeah.
So now they're selling Galaxy on its own for 50 and Galaxy 2 on its own for 50. And in recent years they've been doing this with re-releases. Donkey Kong Country Returns is a terrible example of like a full price game of a Wii game that initially was $40. So Nintendo is at peak greed, and that
They really are.
there are some other examples of that happening through the rest of this direct, which I guess we should move on and talk about some of the other Mario stuff.
Yeah, well, first I will say like obviously inflation has a bit to do with that,
Totally.
but it's not all of it.
Yeah.
So we'll leave a lot of that stuff to the end,
Sure.
just because there are a lot of thoughts and feelings about that stuff specifically. But yeah, let's talk about what else they're releasing in terms of Mario stuff.
Yeah. So there was
I don't remember.
That's okay. I got you. There's a new Mario Tennis game.
Right. Yes.
Called Mario Tennis Fever. Do you give a shit about this?
Like,
I got to be so for real. Do you give a shit about Mario Tennis?
No.
No, me neither. I love tennis. I don't give a shit about Mario Tennis
too. I've never played a Mario Tennis game, but it was like you know what I did kind of give a shit about was the fact that Baby Wario and Baby Waluigi are in it.
Yeah. So that the story mode of Mario Tennis Fever looks very cute, but the story mode of it I don't think is going to be enough, at least for me, to get me to get this game. A Mario Tennis game that's already like fine exists on Switch already.
Aces, right?
Yes, Aces. So
which I've never played either.
No, but like I don't know. I don't think Mario sports games are it anymore. I fear. I think they had their time once upon a time.
Strikers on the GameCube was fire, and that was about it.
Yeah, and Strikers Charged on Wii.
Okay,
but then even then they came out with a new Strikers for Switch, and it's just like
sucked. Apparently,
it was fine.
Yeah,
it's a lot of the thing about a lot of these sports games.
Maybe it didn't suck. It was fine.
Yeah, a lot of them are just fine. Like they serve their purpose, but they're not like excellent. I don't know. And I don't know, maybe this is nostalgic, but I don't think it is. A lot of the like GameCube era Mario sports games and Wii era, honestly, were really, really good.
Yeah.
They felt good. They had a lot of content. And the newer games, like even Strikers at launch, like didn't have the full character roster. And so afterwards, for like free updates, they were releasing the characters. And like, there's another thing about Nintendo is they're releasing these games unfinished, and then if they're free updates, that's one thing. But if it's paid DLC for content that should be in the games to begin with, holy shit!
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
blah 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 blah.
As much as I think the story mode for Mario Tennis Fever looks really cute because they're using the babies as
how they're baiting you.
That's how they're kind of how they're baiting you in because they don't really use the babies for much.
Like, look, there's new babies.
Yeah. Like, man, if I find Fever for $20 somewhere, sure. Yeah. But like, nah, dude, it's not.
I totally feel you on the. Yeah, it's like, you know, like you were saying, the GameCube and Wii era of the Mario sports games were pretty sick. I actually have some other thoughts that we can talk about later about just like looking back on how good the GameCube and Wii era in general was.
Totally.
But there's a lot of greed going on with Nintendo right now, and I don't want to like get too negative this early on in the podcast, but it's disheartening.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are mad at Nintendo right now.
Yeah, it's hard to be a fan of Nintendo right now.
Yeah, and it's hard because like I said we weren't going to talk about this right now, but I'm going to just say this right now while it's on the top of my head.
Sure.
You know, like a lot of people are like, well, like if you want to be a gamer and it's too expensive and you don't like that the way that they're doing stuff right now, then like don't support them, support other things. It's like, yeah, fair.
Yep.
But I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
That's like always been my thing. Like for a while I was like more into the Sony stuff, but I've always been a Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want to just be a Nintendo fanboy, but like those are the games I want to be playing.
Yeah.
Those are the games I want to spend my time and my money on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's just like you want to be a fan, but they're not making it easy for you to be a fan and engage with their games.
I want to be a fan, and then they're not being considerate of their fans.
No. Yeah. That's a really
They're taking
good
advantage of their fans.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah.
So after Mario Tennis Fever, speaking of DLC, there's DLC coming for Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder is a phenomenal game. It's one of the best 2D Marios in a long time, and it looks like this DLC is going to be adding some multiplayer game modes, and they're kind of making some like Mario Party aspects or Mario Party-esque
Which is kind of cool.
game modes and adding it to Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's going to be a good reason to go back to that game, and it's also going to be a good reason to replay that game and treat it as like, even if you've already beaten that game, you and your family or your partner or whatever can still play it as a multiplayer game, and in doing like repeatable endgame stuff.
Yeah.
Which is great. And on top of that, they're also adding new levels to Mario Wonder, and the levels in Mario Wonder are really imaginative and fun, and so I am excited to just play more Wonder. And
is this a free DLC or is this a $30 DLC?
This is a paid DLC. So at least
So that's the theme of today, pretty much. Unfortunately.
At least with the Mario Wonder DLC, it feels like a DLC.
Yeah.
Where Mario Wonder feels like a finished game already.
It's a very good game.
And this, and I feel like I'm critical of Nintendo. This feels like actually what DLC is supposed to feel like.
It does.
So that's at least nice.
That is nice. I could see it being kind of seen in the perspective of like they knew that this was coming.
I'm not saying they didn't have it planned, but at least one like base Mario Wonder feels finished.
It does.
So
yeah,
and this feels like extra. Like DLC is only ever supposed to be extra.
No, 100%. And like I mean, even with like Smash Bros and stuff, like there's DLC. It's good that there's a finished game, DLC after. It's not necessary for those that don't want it, but if you do want more in the game, you can get the DLC. That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
I liked what they showed of Wonder, and they had promised to have more, again, for the levels that are separate from this multiplayer stuff. And then I think the last thing for the Mario section of the Direct was actually a brand new Yoshi game. Yoshi hasn't really seen any love in a long time.
True.
I think the last Yoshi game was Crafted World on Switch. And
I
Yoshi,
love Yoshi.
Yoshi's awesome. Yoshi's such a great character. Yoshi at least is like in
I main Yoshi
Wonder.
on every game I can.
Nice. So this game, I believe, is, hang on, I forget the actual title. Yoshi and the...
Is like story something?
Yoshi, oh my god. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
Yes.
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is funny because they have Yoshi's story established.
Yeah. I think I have it.
Right behind you?
Yeah.
But I don't know, whatever. Anyway, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book looks really cute.
It looks really cute. It does look like it's like it seems like typically in the last little bit, Yoshi games have kind of been geared towards like a younger audience, like an easier kind of like 2D platformer kind of game.
Totally.
Similar to Mario, but easier. But it looks really cute. I love how the animation style looks, and that's one of the things that they have been doing with Yoshi games for the last couple of releases. I feel is like like Yoshi's like Woolly World, is that one of them? And then Crafted World, and now with this one, it seems like that's where they're like the developers are kind of allowed to like experiment more with the artistic like overall like visuals of the game, and it's kind of fun. It looks like very like almost like papery kind of like. I mean, I will probably try and grab that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I still haven't gotten Crafted World, honestly, but it's always something that I'm like, I want to play this game. I know it's going to be like easy and cute and probably beat it in a couple of hours, but I love Yoshi and it's really fun.
Yeah. I think it looks really cute too. To me, it appears to be like a 2D collectathon, which is great. Less focused on platforming and combat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
More about exploring and filling out. Almost seems like a little bit of a Pokedex.
True. Yeah. It seems like there's like some characters you can collect.
That turned on my little lizard Pokemon brain of like, ooh, an encyclopedia for me to fill out. Interesting. Yes. I love that.
I love to collect little things.
Yeah. Anyway, the Yoshi game looks cute. It's not a priority for me, but I'm glad at least to see Yoshi again.
Yeah, me too.
So just as a fan.
A lot of games now, I mean, I've been saying this for, oh my God. Today is our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I mean, it's not the exact day, but like it's been 2 years that we've been doing the podcast. I'm pretty sure since the first episode 2 years ago, I've been saying like, I've kind of been changing my habits on buying games and like not buying as many things on release. This is a game I'm not going to buy on release, and we'll probably wait till it like goes on sale.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
But looks cute. We'll play eventually.
And I believe that was everything from the Mario section of the Direct. Again, for the 40th anniversary.
20, 30 minutes for the Mario portion.
They had some other stuff about some like theme park nonsense. I don't know. Even when they include stuff about the movies in the Directs, like I am there for the video games.
And I think most people are.
Yeah. I understand it's like a Nintendo press conference, and so they're going to talk about all of their Nintendo things under the umbrella. Like when they announced the Nintendo Museum opening, they included stuff about that in the Direct. But my eyes kind of glaze over when they're talking about movies or theme parks or whatever. Yeah, but I understand anyway. But yeah, that was the Mario section of it. So then we got into, I would say, like the more traditional Direct. And let me just pull up a list here, and we'll just go through.
Yeah, that'd be great.
One
at
a time.
Everything off the top of my head.
They have. I'm just looking at the Nintendo website here for everything that was announced during. Let's get to the other Nintendo stuff for some of the bigger announcements last.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go through some of the other stuff.
Cool.
Or as they call it, the headlines.
The headlines.
So the first thing they showed after the Mario section was this game called Storm Lancers, which this is an indie game. It was available later today during the Direct. And this was a 2D co-op roguelike. So if you've played a game like Dead Cells, for instance, this to me looks like a 2-player Dead Cells, which I think is actually kind of cool. And it also is, I think, closer to a roguelite in that it has elements from Hades, where you actually keep a lot of your progress and a lot of your buffs and stuff from run to run. And so it feels a little bit more incremental and like you're not losing all of your progress every single run. So yeah, that game looked pretty cool. Storm Lancers, do you remember anything about that?
I'm just pulling
up the list also for yourself
as well, because it has been like this.
Don't have everything super fresh.
Yep. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I don't know if that one really interested me, but I do remember seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a couple of things that just like didn't really seem like my vibe.
Totally.
But then there's definitely some things that I was pretty excited about. So
Storm Lancers, if we can keep a tally, the first co-op game of the Direct. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to hold this finger up.
Okay.
And we're just going to get some friends as we go.
Great.
Okay, great. Next game that they showed was Dinkum. You ever heard of Dinkum?
Never heard of Dinkum. I remember watching the Direct and being like, what
the hell is Dinkum?
Fuck is Dinkum?
Is dual income, no kids, Dinkum is a 3D survival game. I guess similar to Minecraft, similar to Dragon Quest Builders, I guess, but has some Animal Crossing in it. Has some, I don't know, has some, other games of that sort,
Yeah,
right? But I
cozy
guess,
kind of game.
it's definitely got that vibe. Some farming,
Farming sim.
all
We
that
did,
stuff.
we didn't see a whole lot of farming sims.
We didn't see a ton of farming sims,
We
but
saw a couple.
They're still. They're
It was
still
on
in
the
there.
lower end.
So, yeah, it was on the lower end.
Yeah.
Farming sims, I think, are on the way out. Thankfully, until of course Stardew 2 comes out or something. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. Dinkum, I don't know. There's a lot of these kinds of games, but also I think Dinkum is maybe one of the better ones.
Right.
So if you are looking for a new one of these Dinkum, I think you could maybe do worse than Dinkum.
Yeah, it looks like it was all right.
Mhm. There's a 3D platform shooter called Popucom, and this was co-op game numero dos.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dinkum actually, I think, is also co-op, but is co-op in the way that it's like Minecraft is also multiplayer.
Yeah.
I think that is kind of Dinkum. But Popucom, at least, this is, I think, meant to be a multiplayer game. So this is a game where it's kind of like those puzzle games where you have to connect 4 of the same color in order to remove them from the board.
Right.
So you have a character who shoots these colored orbs, and every character that you have can shoot 2 different colors. So you have to shoot these orbs at orbs in the level to remove them from the level. And if there is a color that the character that you are using doesn't have access to, then you have to swap an entire character to another one who has 2 different colors and then use that character instead. And so if you're playing co-op, I would have yellow and pink and you would have blue and green.
Right.
So we'd have to work together to shoot our orbs at these colors to remove them and stuff. And there's some other color-based platforming puzzles. Looks very cute. Kind of reminded me of like Splatoon a little bit.
Okay, this was the Splatoon kind of one. Okay, cool. I was wondering. I was like, is this the Splatoon one? I remember seeing one that looked a lot like Splatoon. It looks that looks kind of interesting.
Yeah. Co-op game numero dos. Okay.
Great. And then we've got Tamagotchi Life. We got an update on that.
I don't know why this one isn't included in the Nintendo part of their website, because this is a Nintendo published game.
This is a Nintendo game.
But yeah, you're right. We got a reminder about Tamagotchi Life, and they showed some more interactions, I think, for that game. I want to check your temperature on Tamagotchi Life. What do you think?
I'm not going to play it.
Okay.
I don't think.
You're just not interested.
No, not really. I mean, like, it looks funny in a way, and like I can see the appeal of it, but it's not something that I've played in the past. And like, I don't know, if someone convinced me to play it, maybe I could get into it, but not something that really is something that I'm super excited about.
Okay.
Yeah.
The original for 3DS definitely has like a very devoted cult following.
Yeah, I've heard.
Even during the days of Vine, there were Vines of Tamagotchi Life from back in the day that were pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I think now, I imagine like new Tamagotchi Life is going to, we're going to see it all over TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff, which is going to be funny all over again. And I think like
it did look funny.
If you loved Animal Crossing and you've done everything that you can in that game, this isn't that. But I think particularly if you enjoy maybe like the character interactions in Animal Crossing, I think you would get a lot out of Tamagotchi Life.
Yeah.
And particularly if you, I don't know, it's a funny game. There aren't really many funny games.
Yeah.
I think the purpose of this game is to kind of be funny.
Yeah, true.
Which is nice. I don't know. And the nice thing about Tamagotchi Life is it reminds us that Mii's are a character.
Yeah.
Or at least like a thing that Nintendo
I always forget about Mii's.
Almost has completely, even with the new Switch Sports, like that game not including Mii's was actually so heartbreaking.
Wait,
but
do you not use Mii's in that?
No, they have like a new kind of character model that is like a cross between a Mii and maybe like the Animal Crossing villager a little bit or something. I don't know. But it's like this like very, I don't know, like focus grouped character model in Switch Sports. I miss Mii's, man. I think Mii's
Mii's are funny.
They're funny. They have a lot of character.
Okay, one of the biggest like the games that I played on the Wii were like Wii Sports,
Totally.
Wii Music.
Yep.
And then just the fucking me channel.
Yeah. I
like
know.
I would spend hours just making stupid me's.
Yeah.
Of like people with their heads upside down. And,
Totally.
Weird stuff, and then calling them like fatso and like butthole and stuff.
And there were some channels on the Wii where you could actually like download, I guess, me's that other people had made.
Mm-hmm.
I remember downloading like Peter Griffin,
yeah, exactly.
Barack Obama,
yeah.
Iron Man, whatever.
So the me channel was like the Wii. It was the me channel for the Wii was like the DS's PictoChat.
Totally.
Yeah.
You just spend time in there because it was fun.
Just because it was fun and weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Good times.
So I'm glad at least Tomodachi Life is reminding us that Mii's are important and Nintendo should not have replaced them in Switch Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think on the fence about Tomodachi Life. I think it's going to entirely depend on what I'm playing, what else I'm playing at the time, and
probably Pokemon.
Yeah, let's be real. And how much I think Tomodachi is. Like if Tomodachi is 90,
not worth it for me.
It might be. I'm hoping maybe it's like the old Switch 1 full price is like optimistic.
Yeah.
Which even then, if this came out for the Switch 1, I would have hoped that this was maybe like a $50 to $60 game.
Yeah.
Anyway, there were a handful of other games that they showed. So Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Switch 2, which is great.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
And actually, this is one of the things that made me think about the how the Switch 2 feels like it could be on par with the GameCube and Wii era.
Okay.
Because I feel like the GameCube and the Wii were the last consoles that had like main releases that like were released on every console.
Yeah, like third-party stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I feel like you got Call of Duty on the Wii, the Xbox 360, and the PS3.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
For sure.
And like I feel like that's not something we saw in the Switch 1 era a whole lot.
Yeah. Indies would come to the Switch for sure.
Yes, indies would, but
not the big stuff.
A lot of the big stuff would come either like 6 months to a year later or not at all.
Yeah.
Because, this developers just didn't want to optimize it or they just couldn't run it on there or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I feel like the Switch 2 is like, oh, we finally kind of caught up.
Yeah.
So like that's one of the games that made me be like, oh, that's cool. And also cool to give people an opportunity to play Final Fantasy on something that's not PlayStation.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I now that I know that Final Fantasy VII is coming to Switch, I think I'm on the fence about whether I would get it on there or on Steam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot it's.
Yeah, but it would be nice to be able to play that game like in bed or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking about it. I have the original Final Fantasy on Switch, or Final Fantasy VII on Switch.
Nice.
Which I want to play first, of course. But yeah, that is great to see. And you're right, it does feel like the Switch 2 is allowing Nintendo to be able to include these games on their system. The Switch 1 got a handful of games, like The Witcher 3 comes to mind, and that was definitely like a downgraded version of that game in order for it to run.
Well, yeah,
but
that
at least it let
and
you...
like same with like Hogwarts Legacy and
Sure.
like even like Stray and like there's a bunch of like cloud gaming games and stuff like
games that weren't even running really natively on the system. That you like streamed.
Exactly. So it's like it was a big disappointment for a lot of people, and like they still have to do that.
Yeah.
And they obviously had to do that in the GameCube and Wii era as well.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it seems like they're kind of keeping up a bit, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Especially with, everything that's wrong with the Switch 2 and money.
For sure. It
All
makes the
those
Switch
things.
2 a little bit more worth it.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can get these games that maybe the last generation you would have been locked out of.
Exactly. So it's like if you're going to invest in one console and
Yep.
you can only have one, then at least you don't feel like you're missing out on as much.
Totally. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
They showed another game called Linked Banner of the Spark. Dude, this poor game, it seemed like it was trying to be everything under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a Hades, but also it has farming sim elements, but also it has, it's in the / and clash section on the website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like that and Final Fantasy didn't get their own thingy here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this poor game Linked, which is funny already to name your game Linked when maybe the most famous character with a sword is named that. But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like this game was trying to be everything all at once. And it looked similar to Hades. And then immediately after it, what did they show?
Hades 2.
Probably the greatest trailer I've ever seen for a video game.
Dude.
Dude.
Hades 2 looks so incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was, I mean, some of the Mario stuff was exciting to me, but this was the first thing that really, I was just like, oh my God, this looks so good. Especially after recently just finishing Hades 1. It's like pretty fresh in my mind. And like seeing it and being like, wow, I could like just, I just want to get this right away on the Switch 2. And just, not that I have a Switch 2 yet, but like, oh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Really good trailer.
Yep.
Music was incredible.
Yep.
They showed a lot of gameplay, which is great.
Yep.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, the animation in the trailer was truly astounding. So Hades 2 is going to be a timed console exclusive.
Yes.
Which means it's not going to come to PlayStation or Xbox just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also coming to Steam, or at least it's been in early access on Steam.
Yes.
So it is leaving early access on the same day that it releases on Switch 2, which is September 25th.
Okay, so then my question is, because one of the things was that I was disappointed about was that Hades 2 is releasing on the Switch 2 on September 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Very soon.
Mm-hmm.
But only digitally. And then the physical release is like November 20th or something?
Right.
And so is that when it's going to be released worldwide, like on everything? You know?
I don't know, but that is a good question.
Because that's like, because again, you know, obviously I want them physical carts.
Totally.
For my
for your
shelf.
collection.
And, you know.
Yeah, so are you gonna wait then for Hades 2 to get it physical? Okay.
I will wait.
Gotcha.
I will wait. I am not in a rush.
Yep.
It's not going anywhere.
Yep.
I didn't rush to get early access or anything either. I mean, I've just finished the first one. So it'll be a wait till it's out for physical.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. I kind of like you with Silksong, I want to play Hades 1 first and then I'll play Hades 2. But it does look phenomenal and I am excited to get into that series more, probably once I'm done with Silksong.
Yeah.
I'll move on to Hades 1. Cool.
Do we want to talk about these amiibos?
Yeah, well, yes. So they're coming out with 2 amiibos for Kirby Air Riders. It's a Kirby on a machine and a Waddle Dee or Bandana Dee, I think, on another machine. And the characters can come out of the machines and they're swappable. So you can place the Kirby into the Waddle Dee machine and vice versa.
You're saying they're like Sky Riders? Is that what it is?
They kind of remind me of like Skylanders a little bit from back in the day. Which, I mean, amiibo are that really anyway, but the swappability of it. And actually, also, I was mentioning that this reminds me of Starlink Battle for Atlas.
That's what it. Yeah,
and
that's
how there
what
was
you were
like
talking
swappable
about.
pieces on the ship that you would use for Starlink Battle for Atlas. They're definitely going to come out with other characters like Meta Knight, King Dedede. There's 100% they're going to come out with those characters. Yeah. And this is going to be a whole thing of like swapping out the characters on the different machines that you want to use, etc. And then these amiibo are going to, similar to Smash Bros, because again, this is a Masahiro Sakurai thing, you're going to be able to like build and level a super CPU the way that you could with the amiibos in Smash.
Oh, okay.
It's like CPU levels in Smash go up to 9, but if you use an amiibo, you could make that go up to 20. Like
That's crazy.
The CPUs that you can fight against using amiibos are absurd. So I imagine they're trying to do something similar with the amiibo. Here's the thing. Individually, one of these amiibo is $50 Canadian.
Which, to an extent, I understand because there's more pieces to it. It has this other technology and stuff in it now. But amiibos should never have been as expensive as they were in the first place.
They've been getting more and more expensive over the years, like recently, and right. And this is like it. Just I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not gonna engage. Like not even a little bit. I think these are a sick product.
Super cool.
Like you take the price away from it. I think this is awesome, and I would love to own it. But the price of it fully like precludes me from
$50
for one, right? And the idea is that you get multiple because they're swappable. Like
that's so insane.
So
man.
like 100 for both of these two, and inevitably again, there's going to be more of them.
Well, that's the thing is like those aren't the only amiibos that they announced during this direct,
right?
Which we'll get to the other ones later.
I don't think those ones are 50, but these ones at least are 50.
They're still not cheap.
No. They're definitely still not cheap.
They're still more expensive.
Yes. So, I don't know, dude. Like, great idea, Sakurai. I love you.
We'll have a whole thing. The end of the podcast. We'll have a thing.
Okay, sweet.
Where we talk about all these things, but yes, it's just this is a recurring theme is coming up in the podcast today.
Yeah.
That wow, that's expensive for what that is. What the hell, Nintendo?
Yeah.
Who do you think are playing? Like, your target audience is supposed to be families.
Right. This is the thing is like Nintendo's kind of like
I know I keep saying we're going to go back and talk. We are going to do that, but I do want to keep talking about it a little bit.
Sure. Nintendo's thing for the longest time was actually being the affordable option.
Yeah.
And that was the case even with like the Switch Lite. It felt like the Switch Lite was like the affordable way to play Switch games.
But then I understand tariffs have come into effect because how the world is and manufacturing things is more expensive and inflation and yada yada. But most families right now, I don't think can even afford getting a Switch 2.
Yeah.
Let alone getting multiple games and $50 amiibos. Yeah. Like, read the room, Nintendo.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think it's their I don't think it's in their best interest to read the room.
No, fair. They just don't have the consumer in mind, right?
No.
They have their
not.
wallets in mind.
Totally. Or their stockholders or shareholders or whatever.
Yes, exactly. It's really frustrating as a Nintendo fan.
Totally.
Again. But still excited about a lot of these things.
Yeah, like if you take the price away from it, a lot of the announcements in this direct were very cool.
Yes.
Which is similar to the original Switch 2 direct initially.
Mm-hmm.
Like we felt all of this excitement at all of these new announcements, and then a few hours later we started seeing how much all of it was going to cost.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like brings the entire vibe of it down. So anyway, next up was a reminder for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment,
which I am excited for.
Of course.
Obviously,
big Zelda guy over here.
Big Zelda guy. It looks really good. Again, this is also one that I'm not going to get on release, but it is because I want to play the other ones first.
Yeah.
But it does look really good. I am very excited about it. I'm trying to remember what the release date for it was.
Is it November this year?
Potentially. I'm looking. November, yes. Yeah, November 6th.
Okay. But pretty soon.
But for $100.
Right.
Huh?
Huh?
What? That's the digitally.
Right.
For $100?
Right.
Part of me is just like, do we just stop talking about this and just talk about the thing that we're avoiding talking about until the end? No, let's keep going.
Sure.
But
you're excited for Age of Imprisonment otherwise?
Yes.
Okay.
but I will probably wait.
Of course.
Until I can find it
for
cheaper.
Totally. Cool. This is a game that I'm very excited about. This is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, I think, is the full title.
That looked like a cool thing for Dragon Quest fans.
Totally. So 7 originally came out on the PlayStation 1, and then there was a remake of it already for 3DS, and the remake on 3DS has actually become quite an expensive game to try to find secondhand physically. So this is actually great to see that this version, this remake of it again on Switch is going to make it a little bit more accessible, ironically. But I think the big thing about this Dragon Quest is I think it is the longest Dragon Quest in the series. And part of that, I think in particular, like the beginning of the game, I guess, is like particularly slow to the point where like there isn't even any combat. It's kind of just like a slice of life game for the first several hours. So if you play it on the original PlayStation 1, for instance, you're not going to be really getting into the meat and potatoes of the game for a while. The 3DS version shaved some of that off, and I think this game is going to shave even more.
Cool.
I think this is going to just be a game that respects the player's time a bit more.
Yeah, that's great.
Without sacrificing anything. But it looks great. I'm very excited about it. I think this is a game that I'm definitely going to keep on my radar and probably pick up.
Yeah.
Because I love me some Dragon Quest.
Yeah, it looks good.
They showed a remake of Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly, which is a spooky game, and I don't play spooky games.
Neither do I. So let's keep going.
Sure.
What was this upgrade your play thing? Was I talking about just like the Switch 2 versions of games?
I think so. That might have been like, unless they include that in here, that might have been like mouse mode in Stardew Valley, for instance.
Oh,
and
yeah, true.
Stardew is also getting 4-player local split screen, which is really cool.
Yeah, very cool. Also, you know what else is really cool?
Wow.
It's free.
Oh shit. Oh shit, Cassie.
It's a free update. Look at these. Guys, support indie games right now.
Yeah, truly.
Because they're the ones that are thinking of our wallets and need the support because their wallets are also not great.
Right.
So.
Well, I think Eric Barone probably feels like he's made all the money that that he could ever care about or want from Stardew.
Fair enough. But you know what I mean. They're the goats right now. So that's super sick.
100%.
Okay, Power Wash 2 Simulator, like,
hell yeah,
or Power Simulator 2, whatever. Instantly, I mean, I'm sure we've seen this before, but like, instantly, I was just like, Shia would love this. And I was actually watching a video, just like recapping the direct the other day, and Shia walked in, and I was like, Shia, look at this, like, you'll love this, and her jaw just dropped, and I was like, yeah, that's your thing. Just like clean and stuff.
Yeah. It's very satisfying. Seeing.
Yeah. It's like such a silly game, but like, I don't know.
It's funny to me actually how popular Power Wash Simulator has gotten.
Yeah.
Even to the point that they're making a sequel.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
For more power washing action.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I'm excited for Suika Game Planet, believe it or not.
That does look cool.
I really like the first Suika game. Mo and I both played it a lot. And for Planet, they're kind of iterating on the idea. Instead of just dropping all of the fruit into a single jar, instead they kind of are all in this circle. So you drop them into the center of the circle, and then you got to try to fit them all within the circle without them pouring out of it. But it's a great way to kind of like iterate on the idea. And I was listening to another podcast, and I hadn't ever considered this, but they were like, I would love to see Suika Game kind of become the new Tetris. And I was like,
kind of gives those vibes.
Yeah. And iterating on the idea, just putting it kind of in like a different format is a great way to do that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So yeah, and also Suika Game, the original was like $5. I imagine this one is also going to be pretty cheap. Yeah. So yeah,
I've played Suika Game a couple of times with like friends. I haven't got it myself, but it is something that I did enjoy and would be interested in getting again. And then also definitely interested in the sequel.
And Planet. Yeah. And then, it's interesting that a bunch of these games aren't included in the Nintendo section. But anyway, Okay, so start without saying what this was yet. The start of this trailer of this video for this game, we see this this futuristic motorcycle.
It looks like it's from Tron.
Totally.
Yeah.
What did you think it was? I also saw these like crazy looking spiky buildings. I almost thought it was Bayonetta for a second.
Really? So when I initially saw it, I kind of was guessing, like just seeing how much detail there was in the images and like kind of the fidelity of it. I kind of did think that it was what it was.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
It was Metroid Prime 4. But we got this really cool trailer opening into Samus on a fucking sick Tron-like motorcycle.
Yeah.
Just like driving through this open sand world.
Yeah. And the reveal for the openness really struck me because so far the Prime games have been similar to the 2D Metroids where it's hallways.
Yeah.
And they haven't had these open spaces. And so they show Samus on this bike in this giant open desert.
Yeah.
Even during like there's this combat sequence where she's shooting lasers at this flying enemy in the desert, and I'm like, damn, that got me excited for Prime 4 for the first time, believe it or not.
I was excited about it before, but this got me more excited.
Yeah.
But then the thing that made it even cooler was that there was like a transition into like your first person, like classic Metroid kind of thing.
Where she jumps off the bike and then the camera very smoothly goes into first person mode.
Now, I couldn't tell. I can't remember also, like, was it confirmed that was gameplay? Or, yeah?
Yo, 100%.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, maybe it's just like a, quick time event kind of thing.
Sure.
Like, it could have been, but if it's confirmed that it's gameplay, then that's super sick.
Yeah.
Cool that they're expanding on how you play Metroid and like the stuff you can do.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see like how the performance is with that and like what there is out in that open world. I mean, like deserts are pretty bare, but it very much reminded me of but like the Gerudo Desert in Breath of the Wild and stuff. So it was like, oh look, it's like desert.
Yeah.
Like it was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So Prime 4 is going to be their holiday title for this year. I was sort of wondering like if it would be Prime 4 or if they would announce something else to kind of do that job.
And that's coming out when it was December 6th? Am I wrong?
I want to say at least like first week of December.
God, I wish they made it easier to
see the release date. Yeah.
Oh, they got a lot of stuff on this here though. Okay, wait. December 4th.
December 4th for Prime 4.
December 4th for Prime 4.
4th for 4, of course.
Yeah, fair enough. So that's really exciting. They just kind of threw that in there. That was kind of like random in the middle of the direct. People were very excited for that, I think.
Yep.
Because that game is very anticipated.
Yep. And Samus on a bike, pretty sick.
It looked really cool. Which they also have an amiibo of Samus on the bike.
Right. I think they showed 3 amiibo.
Yeah.
There was like Samus on the bike, something else. I don't know.
And they were, I think that the Samus on the bike one was
more money.
I think it might have been 40.
Right.
Don't think it was 50, but
yeah,
it was not the usual. But like it seems like it's it's more substantial than the others. But I don't know. We'll see how big it is, I guess.
I mean, mechanically, I think they would do less, I would imagine, than the Air Riders ones.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. It seems like it's just like a statue.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, like, is it going to be like a good quality figure statue or like,
yeah,
the paint isn't great and it's tiny and
I
don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They're not dollar store, but they're not, there's a company that makes statues that are like really nice. That I forget the name of, but I don't know.
No, I don't know. But yeah, I know what you mean. Figure something?
I don't know.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, then after that, they announced Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. What do you think about that? Have you played Bonanza yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We haven't picked it up.
Wait.
I do like Bonanza's on my list. I would like to get it at some point.
It is really fun.
The thing about this DLC is it is so soon after the release that it is hard to feel like this was cut content from the game that was just turned into DLC.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like they're not even being subtle about it, I don't think. Like,
not at this
and then
point.
there's another DLC that I think we will get to a little bit later.
Well, that
is like
sure.
the least subtle.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it's glaringly greedy. But at least for the Donkey Kong DLC, I think it is a cool idea and a cool game mode that it's effectively adding kind of like a high score chasing game mode where you go around on DK Island, which is great fan service for Donkey Kong fans.
Yep, totally.
And you try to collect as many emerald clusters as possible in a time limit to get the highest score that you can. And it's similar actually to in Mario Odyssey. There was a balloon mode,
right,
where you could go online and someone would play through a level, or not even play through a level, just like hide their balloon and say in a short amount of time, and then it was your goal to try to get to their balloon in that amount of time.
Right.
Almost like playing horse in a way, but like trying to just get someone else's balloon, which effectively amounts to can you race this person? Can you get to this point of the game faster than they did? Which was a great replayable thing to do in Odyssey. That was baked into the base game. That was never a DLC. Odyssey never got DLC, even though people asked for it for years.
Yeah.
This is DLC for Donkey Kong, which is already an expensive video game. It should have been there to begin with.
Oh. Wait, is this? I think DK Island and Emerald Rush are two different things.
Emerald Rush takes place on DK Island, and
okay.
also some other places in the game, but
but DK Island.
DK Island is like it's like a post game location.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So my thoughts are that the DK Island part seems like it is content that was cut, and they're like, "We'll just save it for the DLC." And it seems like the Emerald Rush thing, because where it is like a very different game mode, that I could. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I could see that as being the DLC, but now that I think about it, like, why wouldn't they just include it in the base game?
It's even only accessible after you beat the main story of the game.
Yeah.
So this feels like a replayable thing for you to be able to do to continue playing the game that they are putting a price on.
Classic.
Yeah. It feels very bad.
Again, just Nintendo coming in with, give me your money.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Danganronpa 2 is getting, I think, a remake. That's great for Danganronpa fans. I don't know shit about Danganronpa.
Neither do I. I've seen that little bear
Yeah.
before. The one with the half black, half white with the spooky side. I've seen that on like
sort of the Gengar
merch and
face a little
stuff.
bit.
Yeah, kind of Gengar-y. I've seen that guy before, and I never knew what it was from. So
yeah, I saw some reactions from, I guess, I don't know, people who like Danganronpa who were extremely excited about this. I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
but just personally, I don't have any stake in Danganronpa.
No. Same with. I also don't really care about this Dynasty Warriors game.
Koei Tecmo putting a Dynasty Warriors game. There were 3 Dynasty Warriors in this direct.
3 Warrior games.
3 Warriors games, sorry, but they're all the same thing.
Right.
There's Hyrule Warriors, which is coming out. There was a One Piece Warriors,
right? Yes,
that I think was getting like an update or something. And then there's also a Dynasty Warriors. I don't know, like I guess Dynasty Warriors fans are eating good, but like this is a lot of the same type of video game. From the same developer.
The Warriors games the new farming sim?
But it's all from the same developer.
Totally.
So
yeah,
like
fair enough.
They're just like making them constantly.
Making bank.
Anyway, but again, I guess if you love Warriors games, you've got a lot to fucking look forward to and do.
Yep.
I'm very excited about Monster Hunter Stories 3. They showed some more of it in this direct, and I think it looks great. It doesn't come out until next year, I think. I think next March, maybe. So I haven't played Stories 1 or 2, but I do really like Monster Hunter as a series, and the Stories games are sort of turn-based RPG spin-offs of base Monster Hunter, if you're unfamiliar. Stories 3 looks really good, really promising, has a bunch of monsters that I like Magnamalo and Tobikadachi. So I am excited, and I'm trying to plan my games, and like once I'm done Silksong, I'll do Hades, and then probably also Hades 2. And then maybe after that, I'll do Stories 1, 2, and then ideally by the time it comes out, Stories 3.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Sweet. And then we had a bit of a fast-paced little quick rundown
handful of other games.
Of stuff, which included 2 Point Museum, EA Sports stuff.
That's FIFA.
FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA 26.
FIFA, the Dragon Quest HD 2D remake.
Nice reminder about that. That comes out in October.
Yeah, Lego Voyagers, which does look good.
That's another co-op game.
That is another co-op game.
That's another cool-looking co-op game.
Yeah, and couch co-op, couch co-op and online co-op, which is great because that's the first time that Lego's officially doing that. For the longest time, it was only couch co-op.
Huge.
And they didn't do online co-op, which the biggest issue that I've had with multiplayer games in recent years is that you could either, like, some of them were online, some of them were couch co-op, but I want more games that can do both.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
Sometimes I want to hang out with a friend and play it. Sometimes I want to play online with friends.
Yep.
So that's great that they give that option. We got Little Nightmares 3, and then we got Persona 3 Reload.
Yeah. Lego Voyagers, I think, looks really good.
It does.
And if you've played It Takes Two or you played Split Fiction, any of those, like, good, I don't know, I would call these like couples games. Yeah. But you don't have to play it with your partner. But I don't know, to me, like when I used to work at a game store, there were a lot of couples who would come in and ask for good 2-player games.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I would say, have you played It Takes Two? And they'd say, yeah. And I go,
okay, well, that's it.
have you played A Way Out? And they go, yeah. And anyway, so it's great to see more of these, which is why I wanted to do the counter.
Yes.
And Voyagers, I think, is, to me, maybe one of the better looking ones of these new ones. If you're looking for another good co-op game to play with your partner, your family member, your friend, whatever, Voyagers looks really, really good.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I'm in the same boat. I think once It Takes Two came out, a lot of people were looking for more of these kind of games at the time, and so it's really nice to see a lot of those happening now.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of developers are realizing, like, oh, people do want the...
Because it was really just like online multiplayer for the longest time.
Yeah, which was like, of course, like that had a big boom, and that's why there's Call of Duty's, Fortnite, and Apex, and yada yada.
But couch co-op games kind of got forgotten.
Exactly, and so it's nice to see them get a comeback because they're much needed, much deserved. More than just like Mario Party.
Totally. Yes. Yeah. More than just party games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't just want Mario Party, Mario Kart, Smash,
whatever.
Like
totally.
We need more than that.
Yep.
So it's nice to see.
And that was basically it for the rest of the... Well, I mean, there was some first-party stuff in there, but I guess they were maybe smaller first-party announcements.
Yeah, and then... but now I think it's time that we can move on to the big stuff.
Yeah.
Big stuff that they really got us excited about at first.
We can start with maybe a weird one. This is a new addition to Nintendo Classics, which is the rebrand of the Nintendo Switch Online collections. Folks, do you remember the Virtual Boy? Me neither. Anyway, they're bringing it back.
If you were born in the 80s, you probably remember the Virtual Boy. Or earlier.
So they're not just adding the Virtual Boy games to Nintendo Classics. They're actually making a whole new Virtual Boy
hardware
accessory. But it's
similar to like how they have the controllers for the Switch.
Yeah, but the Virtual Boy itself is like an entire, like it is the console and it is the peripheral and it's everything all in one.
But
I guess actually I don't think they're doing the controller for the Virtual Boy, but they're doing the...
Yeah, they're not doing the controller.
They're doing the visor headset
Yeah,
thingy.
but the thing is that it's really just a shell
Totally.
because you put the Switch 2 in
Into it. I think this is going to 100%. This is like a vanity collector's piece
It's for
old heads.
yes, exactly, because it's also $100.
100 US. Yeah.
Yes. So that means it's like what, $200 Canadian or something stupid?
Maybe 120.
Maybe yeah. Okay. Whatever.
But no, but it's a lot of money for
It's
what
a lot
it
of
is.
money for
and
what
then
it is.
What's hilarious is the cheaper option.
The
is
cardboard Labo one.
The cardboard Nintendo Labo looking version of the Virtual Boy.
US.
Yes, I was like, make it like a printable thing or something. But anyway, they're selling
Pay
it.
$30 for cardboard.
Yeah, I do. Well, Pokemon cards. Anyway, this is separate.
Yeah,
this is a different thing.
It is different. Yeah.
But yeah, so with the Virtual Boy proper, I guess, you slide your Switch without the Joy-Cons attached to it, just the screen of it, into the visor part of the Virtual Boy, and then you crane your neck and look through the thing.
Yeah, but if you don't know about
play
the
holding your
Virtual
Joy-Cons.
Boy,
Yeah,
it's like has like a whole stand that like goes on the table, and then you like it's like Nintendo is like, you know what, VR is huge right now. But we were the innovators.
Yeah, we were there first.
So let's remind everyone about that. We're not going to get on VR right now, but we're going to remember the Virtual Boy.
So there were 13 games that released for the Virtual
Power
Boy.
Glove needs to come next.
That'd be so funny. There were 13 games that released for the Virtual Boy total. So I'm hoping
that 13 or 14 or something.
I hope that all 13 of those come to the Virtual Boy Classic collection.
I think that's what they said. I think all the games were going to come to the Virtual Boy Classic, or to Nintendo Classics, which is cool. My question will be like, can you play these without one of those like Virtual Boy things, whether it's the real one or the cardboard one?
Yeah, I think so. I think you'll just be able to play on your TV, on your Switch itself, just if you want the Virtual Boy experience. You can get the peripheral.
Play the handful of.
Yeah, you can play that
games.
Really bad Virtual Boy Mario Tennis game.
Perfect.
And some Wario game.
Glad if that's your thing. You know, happy for you.
Happy for you. Enjoy it.
You know, we'll do our Pokemon thing and you do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon,
holy shit.
So,
dude, remember when I was complaining about the sheer amount of just Pokemon blanks? Right? Just Pokemon something?
Yep.
I came out with another one.
They sure did. I have mixed feelings about Pokopia, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Pokemon Pokopia. You want to explain what it is? So,
they open this trailer up with a Ditto. And then you turn into a girl?
The Ditto does, yeah.
The Ditto does?
Yeah.
Which, like, it's kind of cursed looking. It freaks me out a little bit looking at this human.
Yeah, I think it's the
feature.
arms.
The arms are really long and lanky, and then you get the Ditto face.
Totally.
So it's kind of creepy to me.
No, for sure. I get it.
But then it's like an Animal Crossing meets Minecraft meets like farming sim kind of
a little
Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And the whole point of it is that like there's no humans.
And
like, you're creating this world where it's just Pokemon. And
yeah.
Like, the Ditto, because of Transform, it can like learn all these different moves from other wild Pokemon, and then you can like use that to create things in this world.
Yeah. I think it's
cool
actually
concept.
I think mechanically the idea of the Ditto that you play as to just learn kind of in, you know how in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, instead of needing HMs, your Pikachu or Eevee just like learns these like techniques.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
the secret techniques.
And then they can just do them. I think that's effectively going to be like replacing tools. Like instead of in your Stardew, you have a pick and an axe and a hoe. In this, your Ditto is just going to learn these moves, these techniques.
Gonna learn leech seed
and then just kind of be able to do them.
Yeah.
And that's great. So there's not going to be any fiddling with tools or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, for as cynical as I am, I actually think I am really excited about this game.
I am also excited about this game. I really hope I can get over the fact that you're a weird looking ditto human.
For sure.
Because that's really the thing that's holding me up. To be completely honest.
Sure.
That is what is deterring me away.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, why couldn't you have just been a ditto? Why do you have to be a person?
I think to make it, I think mostly for younger kids, so that for them to feel like it's them in the game. Because it's silly,
Right.
you know, it's fun, it's imaginative, I think. And there hasn't been a Pokemon game in a little while where the Pokemon talk. And
true, the Pokemon talk.
That is a thing in Mystery Dungeon, and it's a thing. You know the Pokepark games for Wii?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, so those are fun. Those are definitely like children's games. But I don't know. I think it's just fun to see them make a Pokemon game where the focus is the Pokemon again, and because I like them. I like the little guy Sumi, and I think this is going to be kind of a fun way, an official way almost, for you to kind of make your own region, because some of the things in the game are like you can make paths, but at one point towards the end of this trailer, they kind of do like a slow zoom out of like what kind of looks like could be a route in like Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, which I think is the style of this game is very similar to the Let's Go
the
games.
Animation style looks
totally,
very
yeah. But they show like a whole Pokemon Center, among a whole bunch of other just like aspects that you would see on like a route in a Pokemon game. So I don't know. That's exciting to me of just the idea of getting to build my own little region.
Yeah.
And I really liked designing an island in Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Me too.
And I think that's going to be kind of the point of this game.
Yeah.
But Pokemon are going to be there,
which will make it even better.
So I kind of like, I'm really looking forward to this game, which I think it goes against my, like, at least lately, especially.
Right.
I've been very cynical about Pokemon.
You're like, we don't need any more of these fucking games.
No, we don't. But then I saw this one and I was like, fuck.
It does look cute.
I would love that.
I'll definitely try it out. I hope that I can forgive the creepy ditto.
Sure.
That's the only thing that, it's just like it really bothers me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fair.
I hate it that it does. I hate that it does. I don't want it to be. I'm sorry, but
fair enough.
That's how it is.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think to me, it really reminded me of Dragon Quest Builders. But then also, obviously, your Minecraft, your Animal Crossing, I think it's borrowing a lot from that. It has farming in it. I wouldn't call this a farming sim, but it has farming in it, certainly. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I am letting myself be optimistic about it.
Yeah. We'll see what else we get from this, and once it comes out, how it goes. But yeah, new
Pokemon Pokopia.
Didn't expect to see Pokemon in this direct, honestly.
Yeah, because there was a Pokemon Presents, it feels like not that long ago.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of Pokemon news in this direct that I was wondering, like, why wouldn't you include that in the Presents? But I don't know. Maybe Nintendo asked for it, wanted it to make their presentation.
Maybe it wasn't ready for the Pokemon Presents.
Yep. Also entirely possible.
But yeah, so after Pokemon Pokopia, we got some Legends ZA info.
Yep.
Which is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Literally. Because we got new Mega Evolutions.
Yeah. And
oh my god.
These were ones that I was like expecting, but it was nice to see it confirmed. And more than anything, all three of the designs are really good.
Really, really good. See, so I knew that these were coming.
Because you saw some leaks.
Because I saw some leaks, unfortunately. I didn't know exactly what the designs were going to look like. I saw like brief descriptions. Like, the only thing that I really remembered was that Greninja was going to be upside down
Right.
on a shuriken or whatever.
Yeah. We should mention the megas.
Yeah, it's true. Right. So that being said, the new Mega Evolutions that they announced were the Kalos starters.
Mm-hmm.
We got Greninja, Chestnut, and Delphox.
Mm-hmm.
They all look so good.
Yeah, they did a great job across the board.
Chestnut has these like big like shoulder armor things.
Yeah.
And a huge axe that like is made out of one of the shoulder things.
Sick.
And I was reading like the official description for it, and it was saying like the power of his of its axe is like so huge that Chestnut can't wield the axe with one hand, and then it has to
two-handed.
two-hand it.
Nice, that's funny.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's very D&D.
Yeah, and then like Delphox is on a broom, and like the colors are gorgeous. Like all three of them actually kind of take colors from their shiny
From the shinies,
versions.
absolutely.
There's like more purple in Delphox. There's more like maroon and like a darker green in Chestnut, and Greninja has like some black in there.
Yeah.
And it's like upside down on a little ninja star.
Yeah.
And like they all look so sick.
Yeah, they look great.
I'm really excited for those.
I love Greninja, just like you. And to me, I've always been kind of lukewarm on both Chestnut and Delphox.
Yeah.
I think their megas redeem those designs for me like quite a bit. So yeah, I don't know. Like I'm thinking about the Pokemon that I want to use on my team for ZA, and I don't know. I was leaning maybe Greninja at some point, assuming you'll be able to catch the Kalos starters just like in the wild.
Yeah.
Similar to how you can catch the Sinnoh starters in Legends Arceus. But now I don't know. Like
they all look really good.
All of them look great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So like when I first played through Pokemon Y, I'm sure I've talked about this before. My first starter was Fennekin. And then once it grew into Delphox, I was like, this sucks.
Not stoked about it.
Not super huge into it. Like, I get the whole mage thing, but like, why is it wearing a dress? You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a huge Chespin fan at the time. And now, obviously, you know, I'm getting my Froakie and doing the whole shiny frog thing. And it's like, yeah, now the megas really make me kind of be like, oh, those are cool Pokemon. And I'm really excited for everyone that is a fan of any of those Pokemon, because those are great Mega Evolutions. So happy that they added those along with Mega Malamar. We didn't get to talk about.
Oh yeah,
that wasn't in this.
No, but
it was the week before.
The whole My Friend Malamar thing.
Yeah,
so weird.
So now we have Mega Malamar from the My Friend Malamar video, which was, it seems, almost every couple of weeks or so, Pokemon is putting out.
Do you think now that they've shown the Kalos megas, the Kalos starter megas, that maybe they're done?
No, I think there's probably going to be more, but who knows? Maybe that was their big like finale thing. Right. But
I got a sense from the trailer at the end of the ZA presentation that it felt like an overview trailer or like a final trailer kind of before the games come out.
Maybe that is it. Maybe they'll add more.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah, I assume there are megas in ZA that they won't show us before release.
Good.
That will be.
I want that.
Yeah, that we'll be able to just discover.
Yeah.
But speaking of megas, they showed us a paid DLC coming for Legends ZA called Mega Dimension that features megas for Mega Raichu. And I say megas because they're doing another dual X and Y mega situation.
They do look sick.
They look sick. Similar to how they did an X and Y mega for both Charizard and Mewtwo, Raichu is getting the same treatment. Both of the Raichu megas do look very good. Here's the thing. It is one thing for Donkey Kong Bonanza to put out its DLC like a month or so, maybe 2 months, I guess, after Bonanza comes out. Dude, for them to announce the DLC for ZA before
God.
ZA is even fucking released, Jesus Christ. It's like they're just like, they're not even, they're any subtlety again.
Give me your money.
Give me your money. Just like, and
Mr.
so,
Krabs.
and it's not just the Mega Raichus. I think they're going to lock a bunch of megas behind
Well, it
this
seemed like
additional paywall.
The mythicals might be locked behind
and also, yeah,
because
probably
they opened it with Hoopa, right?
Yes, Hoopa's is they showed Hoopa for the Mega Dimension. So my hope for ZA going into it, again, similar to Legends Arceus, because Arceus allows you to catch Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus and Manaphy, which are all Mega Pokemon that previously you were only able to get from distributions or Manaphy from Ranger, whatever. These weren't Pokemon that you were just able to catch playing through Diamond Pro Platinum, but at least in Arceus, if you got that game, you could catch those mythicals just by playing the game.
Yeah.
Without any sort of DLC. Arceus got a free update at one point that added massive mouse outbreaks and stuff.
Totally. In the space-time dimensions and stuff,
but
right?
yeah, I fear that with the Mega Dimension DLC for ZA, that they're gonna lock maybe one mythical, like I don't know, Volcanion or something is gonna be available in base ZA, but Hoopa, I think for sure, is gonna be locked behind this fucking DLC, which sucks, dude.
Dude, it's so ridiculous. And also, like, I guess going back on the Mega Starters, I can't remember if this is confirmed or if I just read this somewhere, but it seems like the Megas starters might be locked behind, like you get them through online battling, which is locked behind the Nintendo Switch Online thing. Again, not 100% sure if that's confirmed. But there's potential that there's even more Pokemon. Like, they're basically making you pay to get all the Pokemon.
Okay, here's the thing, at least. At least, Megas are temporary.
Yes.
Megas are not a Pokemon that, like, for the sake of you completing your Pokedex in Pokemon Home, Megas are not something that you need to, like,
it's not a Pokedex
get on its own and then put into Pokemon Home. So that's good, at least. But for, I don't know, the excitement of getting to use the new... For the Mythicals, you're right. Yes, Mythical, like, if you don't have a Hoopa... and this is your only way to get Hoopa going forward from buying the fucking Mega Dimension DLC, then that sucks. That big time sucks.
Really sucks.
And that, I mean, that's also, I guess, for what it's worth, the case for the Sword and Shield DLC. You can get Keldeo from it.
Right.
For the Scarlet Valley DLC, you can get Meloetta from it. And those are paid DLCs. So, like, I don't know, man.
Here's the difference, though. Those DLCs were announced and came out like a year after the games were released and people had already played them. This is announced before the fucking game even releases. So they're immediately saying, hey, by the way, you're going to get Legends ZA and it's not going to be complete.
And we're going to need some more money from you
and
if you want the rest of the stuff.
Give us $100 for your video or for your opportunity to play our video game that looks really fucking sick because we're having real-time battling for the first time ever in Pokemon. And then give us $40 more or $30 more or whatever it is to be able to get the cool Raichus and Hoopa and all these other guys and whatever. We don't know when it's coming. Oh, and you get an outfit. If you pre-order it now, you get an outfit.
You get some sick swag
on release day, so you can walk around in Lumio City looking cool, being like, "Look up." Even though it doesn't have a release date yet, I'm ticked off about this, man.
Yeah, me too.
It sucks as a Pokemon fan, especially like I want to get the Switch 2 for the Pokemon. And then this is making me mad about it. Like, how could I, like, one of the biggest things about, like, all of this financial issues that people are coming up with, like, with Nintendo and whatever, it's like, people are saying, vote with your wallet. You know?
Don't support them.
Don't support it. Because if they're not getting enough sales, then they'll be like, fuck, we have to do something different. You know? We either have to lower the prices or we have to make something more accessible because people aren't buying it. Which, you know, maybe we're already seeing with the Switch 2. I don't know. Like, I've talked with some people about this with like, because, you know, from something that I learned in music business, I guess, was that like when you're selling merch, that it's better to sell a t-shirt for $10 instead of 20 than not at all.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's better to lower your prices and make more sales than to not make any sales. Where like some people say like, oh, well, if they're still meeting their margins, selling things at a high price, then they're not going to lower it to get more sales, even though maybe they could make more money, but then there's also costs and yada yada. So there's a lot of different things to go into it, but it's like, why wouldn't they want more people to have access to it if they could make it like, obviously people need to be paid for the time that they're putting into the DLC, but like, you couldn't have at least waited till the game was out for like a month. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about this.
So, like, Pokemon's my main thing. So I'm gonna get ZA. I'm gonna get the DLC.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm like, I'm pretty bummed about it, and I truly feel like I'm being like fully taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to be a Nintendo fan. It feels even harder to be a Pokemon fan. Just the amount of ways that they paywall Pokemon and like, and by that I mean like the actual guys themselves.
Yeah. The actual Pokemon.
Yeah, and they've been doing it forever, but I don't know. Just in recent years, it's felt exceptionally greedy.
It's been creeping up, like more and more. But yeah, this feels exceptionally bad. Like, thank God the Scarlet and Violet update for the Switch 2 was free.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Because
that was uncharacteristic of them.
It was. But like, Scarlet and Violet didn't perform well enough on the Switch 1.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, yeah, it's really frustrating as Nintendo fans, as Pokemon fans specifically, being like, I don't want to miss out on this. You know, like, me trying to, you know, figure out how I'm going to get the Switch 2. It's like, oh, well, like, why can't you wait? It was like, well, like, I want to experience the new Pokemon thing on release.
Yeah.
Not because, like, I have to, but, like,
no, you just want to be
exciting for me.
It's just exciting to be just included with everyone who's doing it together. And yeah, it's just
although the pool feels smaller and smaller every time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there are, I don't know, your main Pokemon content people who are going to do it regardless. And there are even people who have some sort of working relationship with the Pokemon company who will go to bat for Pokemon to say, like, this is, like, they'll waggle their finger at you and just say, it's just inflation. Like, no, dude, this is greed. It's pure greed.
Yeah. Because, like, again, like, you know, going into the whole inflation thing, like, sure. Like, when you look at it, you know, however many years ago, say like the 90s, a video game cost $50-$60. Inflation wise, that would today would be like 140 or something. But like,
but they're also selling more games than ever now.
Selling more games than ever. And the issue is like, yeah, sure, inflation accounts for that, but inflation doesn't change our wages.
No, yeah, that's a great point.
Like, I know this is a video game podcast, but let's, like, for people that don't understand, the middle class is dying.
Yeah, yeah.
There's, like, more ultra rich and more poor people.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's not as many people in the middle.
No.
Because it's more difficult to be in the middle because everything costs, whether it's rent, food, entertainment, yada, yada. And we're all just trying to survive and enjoy life a little bit. And video games is that for a lot of people. But when you put a price tag on it, like $100, but people are still making the same amount that people were making in 1999, it's like, well, I can't afford that. because everything's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like it's just it's one of the biggest things that's been on my mind.
Yeah.
The last couple of days.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I feel almost guilty in a way to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get the Switch 2 and I'm gonna get Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, I know this is financially irresponsible.
Right.
With how things are right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, damn, why can't we just enjoy it? Why can't they make it just like even $10 cheaper?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks. Thanks for letting me vent on the podcast
Please.
about
Yeah, by all
how
means.
expensive Pokemon is and everything sucks.
It's our pod. Yeah, I guess to put a cap on it, I'm still excited for ZA.
Me too.
And
looks really good.
and I am optimistic about it. And I don't know, but I don't know. I guess the thing that I'll say is that there are other older Pokemon games that you can play that even if because getting those secondhand physical, like the cartridges for Emerald and Platinum and whatever, those are expensive. Getting the original hardware for all that stuff, that's expensive. But if you have a computer, you can find a way to play all of these games, and they're really good games. And that is like,
everyone deserves to experience them.
Yeah, I would heartily recommend if you are getting tired of modern, not even just Pokemon, just modern video games.
Yeah.
Maybe look into retro games and how you can play them to mod a 3DS if you've got a 3DS.
Talk to our good friend
Collecting
of
dust.
the stream, Tugboat.
Yep. Shout out Tugboat.
Tugboat.
I don't know, man. I think like you can reclaim some of what, I don't know, playing video games is supposed to feel like, which is joyous.
Yeah.
By supporting indies.
Support indies.
Because indies are often incredible games for a fraction of the price. And then also for like the, I don't know, first party stuff, you can find it. And if you got a laptop or even like Delta on your phone, dude, Delta on your phone is a game changer.
I've heard it's awesome.
Yeah. And I can't say more for fear of
legal reasons. Yeah.
But you can do your own research by all means.
You know what some other great legal ways to enjoy video games at a more efficient, cost-effective way?
What's that?
Well, this way is hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Buying used.
Yeah, for sure.
Can be helpful.
Yeah.
With the Switch, it's a little bit more risky because of like the MIG switch and
getting
your Switch bricked and stuff. But overall, very efficient. I've heard that you can actually rent video games and sometimes even consoles from your local library.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is super sick.
Depends on the library.
Of course.
Like not every library is going to have an inventory of that. Yeah. But yeah, totally. Video games are starting to become similar to books and, I mean, obviously books, but like books, movies and shows.
Movies, yeah.
Just like media that you can rent just with your library card, which is awesome.
Which is so cool because that's free and that's accessible to everybody. So taking advantage of that is something you should do.
Yeah.
Because like those resources won't exist if people don't use them, you know? So do that, especially like I was talking with someone about the good old Blockbuster days.
Hell yeah.
Where you could go and rent a video game for a week for $3.
Yeah.
That used to be the shit.
Yeah.
But then another thing is like family share, Game Pass kind of stuff. Well, Game Pass is a whole other thing. Like Game Pass is a great way to pay a low fee and like get access to a lot of games. Like I think it's like $10 US or whatever. And then also like the even on Nintendo stuff like Game Share is starting to become, popular, I guess, and you can lend out games that way, and just like talk to friends who do have them if they have physical versions. That's also part of why I want the physicals too.
Sure,
Is that
to lend to friends.
yeah,
Totally.
like I can just be like, here's a game. I guess that's kind of the point of game share now is that it's easier. Except I think you do have to be on the same fan to do that. Maybe no, I think you can do it without being on the fan.
I don't know specifics, but
I can't remember exactly. But there are ways around this what seems to be looming like just sadness about the state of the video game world right now,
totally,
which has definitely been affecting me a lot this week.
Yeah.
Sorry in advance about this, but overall it's good. Games are supposed to be exciting. They're supposed to be, for a lot of people, an escape from reality and from
instead of a reminder.
Yeah, like they're alternate worlds that you get to dive into and experience, and they're magical and a lot of really, really awesome things about it. So find ways. Video games.
And last but not least, they showed a new Fire Emblem.
No, there's one more thing.
Oh shit!
Which was another thing that I was very excited about for, just the console's capabilities. Was the new Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil 9.
Resident Evil 9.
Requiem.
And also 7 and 8.
Right. Coming out on the same day.
Yeah.
All 7, 8, and 9.
Spooky game, not for me.
No, but it is, great.
But it looks really good.
To your point earlier, the Resident Evil's being included on the Switch
on the Switch.
Totally.
Sick. But then there was a Fire Emblem.
Then they showed a new Fire Emblem. So, okay, this went over my head because we actually streamed the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did a little
together. We co-streamed it. And I saw a couple people in chat who were watching the Fire Emblem trailer were very excited. And I don't know, I like Fire Emblem, but I'm not like in it. I don't follow it super closely. So I guess what I've learned since then, is, do you remember Fire Emblem 3 Houses on Switch?
Yes.
So I guess this game is sort of potentially a prequel to 3 Houses.
So like similar vibes?
Yeah, similar
That's
vibes,
cool.
which I think is good. I think people are very excited about because 3 Houses, I think, is a lot of folks, one of their favorites in the series at large.
I've heard that 3 Houses was a big turning point for like getting a lot of people into Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I think the first one certainly for the West was Awakening on 3DS.
Right.
And then I think 3 Houses on Switch did a lot as well for Fire Emblem fans, or for people to become Fire Emblem fans.
Yeah.
Here. So yeah, I think this game, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, I believe is the subtitle. It looks good. Looks like a good Fire Emblem game. Looks promising. I fear I can't really give you more than that because I'm not
a Fire
super
Emblem
plugged in.
person. I don't know a whole lot. From what I know, it's like new characters, and that's like the whole thing with Fire Emblem. It's like new people every time.
Yeah, every game is new characters. But what's interesting about this one is actually almost as like a post-credit scene, I guess, for this trailer.
Right.
They did show a character
that was in it before,
who was in a previous Fire Emblem, and so people were like, "Oh shit!" So that also infers the connection in some way, I think, to 3 Houses. Don't ask me any more about it because I don't know, but
neither do I.
It looks great. I'm glad Fire Emblem heads are excited about it.
Very excited for the Fire Emblem fans.
Yes.
Have
a new one.
Have a new Fire Emblem game.
Yeah. Fire Emblem's always been something that I would have liked to get into.
Yeah.
Because I played Awakening on 3DS and I'd never beat it because I got stuck on a level. But it's always been something in the back of my mind that like, I think I would really get into it if I gave it more time.
Fair enough.
It is good, but they're also long games.
Yeah.
They're big games. They're hard games sometimes. And there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of Fire Emblem.
A lot of Fire Emblem games.
Shout out Fire Emblem.
Shout out Fire Emblem. We like Ike.
Marth.
And Marth. Boy.
Shout out the guys with blue hair.
Violet. And Corin. I'm just naming all of them from Smash.
I don't know that way.
And Lucina. And Chrom. I think that's all of them.
Right.
And that's the direct. We did it.
That's the direct. It was huge. There's so many things.
There's a lot of stuff.
Overall, what would you say? Like, what would you rate this direct?
I don't know, man. If you remove the price tags from things, it was really cool. If you include them, it was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I think, I don't know. I'm excited about the things that I'm excited about. I'm looking forward to Pokopia. I'm looking forward to Dragon Quest 7. Prime 4 looks great. The Prime 4 Samus on a motorcycle thing got me excited for Prime 4.
Yeah. Overall, I'd probably I'd put this direct in like a B tier.
Sure.
Because I'd probably give it an A tier without the prices.
Sure.
And then the B tier is because everything's expensive.
Yeah.
So that's my cynical thing. Like I've heard, I feel like B's still pretty generous.
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it was a very exciting direct. There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yoshi game looks good. Galaxy 2 finally coming to Switch is excellent because Galaxy 2 is really, really good.
Movie looks good.
Movie looks promising.
The new Mega is
Yeah, the design of the new Megas is great, and I'm glad that ZA. I'm excited. I'm cautiously optimistic about ZA, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Despite some things, if we just forget about that for a minute, very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about the Nintendo stuff for the most part.
Yeah. For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Silksong is like $25.99, so
Get Silk Song.
And Stardew has been the same price since it released.
Like $10.
Yeah.
Theme sales are sick too.
Theme sales are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's the stuff.
That's the direct.
Sweet.
And that's also 2 years of Frostbytes.
That's 2 years of Frostbite.
Look at
I
us.
can't believe we've been doing it for 2 years.
Already.
Slowly bringing more and more people to our brains, thoughts and ideas about the gaming world. So thank you to everyone who has listened, whether it's been for 2 years or 2 hours.
Or 2 hours. Yeah, one episode.
Yeah, this singular very long episode because it was a very long direct.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it for a couple more years?
Yeah, man.
Let's
I'm down to keep going
go.
if you're down.
I'm down.
Sweet.
Frostbites is sick. Get your merch for Frostbites because you can represent all of the Frostbites love, that you have in your heart. Yeah. Did we do it?
I think we did it.
That's that it?
I think that's it.
Right.
Great work.
Great stuff.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
I want to go play some more Silksong.
Fuck yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Frostbytes, a gaming podcast, is co-hosted by Cassie Mann and Spencer McPhee.
Theme music was recorded and produced by both of us. Graphic design and video editing by me. Watch Frostbytes live on twitch.tv/itskiashi. That's KYASHI.
Missed it live? You can watch all previous episodes on our YouTube channel, Frostbytes Podcast, or listen to the show wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review while you're there.
Email us at frostbytespodcast@gmail.com with any questions and episode ideas. And if you want to represent Frostbytes out in the wild, you can pick up your very own Frostbytes merch at nethernerdcreations.ca/frostbytes. Thanks for listening.